What's up, everyone? Mohunt Silver here, and this will be the first episode for our quest to fill these albums that I have recently purchased from Amazon. And it goes from 1913 in the Buffalo Nickels, and then we start the Jefferson Nickels in 1938, all the way up through to, I believe, the present of 2023 in this last book at the bottom here. Let's see. Yes, it actually even goes up to 2025, but obviously we cannot get that far yet. So, we have these 4 books we are going to be trying to fill, or at least getting as close as we can. I know the Buffalo Nickel is going to be extremely hard, but the Jefferson Nickel books are still possible. I know that for a fact because I have found a 50D out there myself in the wild, and that is the hardest out of all the Jefferson Nickels to find in these books. So, we do have a box here to hunt. I'll get into it in just a second, but this will be episode 1, box number 1. And Jefferson Nickel slots, we have 190 to fill. And then our Buffalo Nickel book gives us 65 spots to try and fill. So that will be our quest. And I did have to open this box to make sure it was circulated because it is a Loomis box. And we definitely do have circulated nickels here. And I also did notice that 2 of our enders, you can see that one right there, 1940 it looks like. And we had another one, I think, right here, which is a 1954. So we do have 2 older enders in this box. So this should be a great start for these albums to try and get them filled here. And I'm pretty hopeful that we'll get a lot of spots filled here in the earlier ones. So we'll just have to see once we get into it, but that's all the journey. So I will get these books moved out of the way and get this box off to the side, and we will start cracking into these rolls and see what we can find. I'll be right back. All right, well, we're off to a fairly quick start. Roll number 2 is going to give us a 1940, and that is going to be a Philadelphia. Awesome. Lots more to go. Roll number 5 is going to give us a 1939, and I haven't flipped it yet to see if there's a mint mark or if it's not if it's a Philadelphia, if it has a DDR on it or not. So we're going to flip it together here. And that looks like it's going to be a Philadelphia. Well, we can put it under the scope anyway and see if there's any of the doubling here in 5 cents or Monticello, and I'm not seeing it. So, just regular 1939 Philadelphia, but still happy to see it. Oldest in the box so far. We have a 39 and a 40. That's funny. Very next roll, roll number 6, and we're going to get another one here. This one's going to be from the 50s, and this is a 1952, and I'm happy to say that it's a San Francisco. So that's a slightly lower mintage, and awesome because I don't get many S-minted coins over here on the East Coast. So, cool. Roll number 9. We were able to get 2 finds out of it, and one being a 40s, 1946. And it was reverse facing, so I already saw this side here. That's going to be a Denver. And then we also pulled a 1956 right there. And that's going to be a Denver as well. And then roll number 8. This was our Ender coin, our first pre-60s Ender that we had, which is a 1954, and that ended up being a Philadelphia. So not bad. Doing pretty good on older finds here. And honestly, a couple of these finds up here aren't too bad, but there's a lot of really grungy, dirty nickels in this box as well. So we'll see what we can find though, but we're doing pretty good on the older ones so far. Roll number 10. I cannot believe the edge I just saw when I dumped out the second half of this roll. me get it closer to the roll here. Can you guys see possibly what I just saw and what I'm looking at right now? Oh my gosh. We got a proof. And that is a gorgeous proof too for an 81. That does not look bad at all. Wow. That's crazy. Now we got a nice proof as well. Is there anything else in here? I'm not really seeing anything, but okay. If not, or if there is, I'll be back. That is an amazing proof right there. That's in really, really good shape. Roll number 13 is going to give us our second 1946. And that one's going to be a Philadelphia. All right. And then roll number 11, we pulled a 1959. And that one is going to be a Denver. Alright guys, I did like 7 more rolls. We're up to roll number 20 right now because I just seem to be getting at least something out of almost every single roll here so far. So, I'm just going to do it in groups, I guess, and let you guys know what I find after every few rolls or so. And so for these 7 rolls that I haven't filmed yet, we got 2 from the 40s, a 1940 right here. And that's going to be a Philadelphia. Then a 1948, which is also going to be a Philadelphia. And then we got 5 from the 50s. And earliest 50s being a 52, Philadelphia. And then we got 2 1954s. And they are both going to be Denvers. And then we also got a 1957. That's a Philadelphia. And we were also able to pull a 2009 Philly. Not in best shape, but definitely take it. It's a 2009, low mintage. The next 5 rolls, putting us at roll number 25 now, halfway through the box. And we were able to pull 3 more pre-60s. Jefferson Nichols here. And our first was going to be, or oldest for the 5 rolls, is a 1947, and that is going to be a Denver. And then we have a 1957. That will be a Philadelphia. And then a 1959, which will also be a Philadelphia. So not bad. It's quite a few pre-1960s for 25 rolls. Up to roll number 30. And we're going to have another 6 pre-1960 finds here out of another 5 rolls. We got 2 from the 40s, a 1941, Philadelphia, 1946, also a Philadelphia, and then our 4 50s. Let's see, we had 1 1957, which is right here, a Philadelphia. And then 2 1958s, which that one is a Denver, and that one is also, and then a 1959, which is also going to be a Denver. And then we were also able to pull our second 2009, and that's also going to be a Philadelphia, and in much better shape. So that's a good upgrade on the 2009 slot there for our album. All right, we have another 5 rolls completed, and we have 5 more finds. And the first is going to be a very surprising 1938, and unfortunately it's not a mint mark, it is just a Philadelphia, but that is in some really, really good condition for being in 1938. Oh yeah. And then we were able to get 3 more from the 40s. We have a 1940 at the top here. And that's going to be a Philadelphia. And then a 1946, which is also a Philadelphia. And then a pretty worn 1942 non-silver Philadelphia. And then we actually did find some silver for this hunt. We're going to have a 1945 right here. Pretty average condition. But that is going to be a Philadelphia. So not bad. We do have one silver. And one really, really nice first-year Jefferson there. The next 5 rolls are going to give us 3 more. And we are going to have 2 from the 40s. 1947. Philadelphia, pretty rough on the back there. And then we're going to have a 1941. Also a Philadelphia. And a 1957. That's pretty slick. And it's a Denver. Alright. Alright, well, that's going to finish off this box. I hunted the last 10 rolls here. Roll number 41 to roll number 50. And we were able to pull 4 more from the 40s and 2 more from the 50s. So we got a 1946. And that would be a Philadelphia. A 1940. Also a Philadelphia. Another 1946, and again a Philadelphia, and again a 1940, and Philadelphia once again. And then for our 50s, we were able to pull a 1953, and that is going to be a Denver, and then a 1954 right here. That is also going to be a Denver. So that will give us in total then for this hunt 18 from the 40s and 17 from the 50s. And then we also did get two 30s nickels here, a 38 and a 39. And that 38 is definitely going to be one of the finds of this box because it's in pretty good shape for being a first-year Jefferson. We were able to also pull a silver, 1945 right there. And that's going to be the Philadelphia that we can add to our book. And then a great looking 81 S proof with awesome cameo. And I don't want to touch this thing because, oh, it's so nice. It even has some toning on the reverse. Few minor scratches on it though. But other than that, it is beautiful looking. We also did pull 2 2009 Philadelphias and also 2 Canadian nickels here. First one's an 84, and then we also got a 99. So we have a bunch of nickels I was able to pull out that were in decent condition, or dates I know that are going to be fillers for this because our book is empty. So every spot is empty in the book, and we did not get anything for our Buffalo Nickel album. So that will still remain at 0, but I will be back when I have all of our spots plugged in that we have for the 3 Jefferson albums that we have right here. So I will do that and be right back. Alright guys, so here we are with the nickels all plugged into our albums in the spots that we were able to fill. And I will say, and I didn't mention in the last clip, I am holding back on the later Jefferson nickels here, like pre-1960. I'm going to be putting in whatever I can find, but anything 1960 and after, I'm trying to hold back until we can find better examples because of how these albums are. If you plug them in too many times in the same slot there, they just get really, really worn, and the slots will not hold the coins anymore. So, but here is a look as I'm bouncing around at what we were able to plug into these albums so far. And I'll just pan through so you guys can all see. But we were able to do a pretty good job filling these albums in just one box of nickels so far. It's pretty good. Not bad. And so we were able to fill 89 spots out of the 190 possibilities right now. So that's awesome for the first box. And I'm extremely happy with the hunt here. So if you guys like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content and are interested in the series here, please remember to subscribe to my channel, and so you can be made aware or notified when my next episode comes out. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.